Good morning, everyone. Welcome on into North Dakota today. Right now, we are becoming the person we're meant to be. Dr. Myren Anderson has authored a book on the journey of personal growth and developing good habits, good attitudes, and beliefs. To discover more about 34 life-changing principles, his book, Become the Person You Were Meant to Be, is now available on Amazon. And he is joining us live in studio this morning to discuss more about the book and how the community is responding. Good morning, Dr. Anderson.
Well, good morning. Good morning.
I'm so excited to have you here. I was reading through the book all throughout the week, and there's some incredible knowledge here. But to kick things off, tell us about yourself.
I am currently in my 56th year of chiropractic practice in Stephen, Minnesota. It's a small town, about 592 people. Wow. In northwestern Minnesota. For 20 years, I also had a practice in Warren, Minnesota, which is quite a bit larger town, about 20 miles further south. My wife and I have 6 children, 5 boys and a girl. We have 10 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. Oh. And if the good Lord is willing, we'll celebrate our 60th wedding anniversary this August.
Oh my goodness, congratulations! Well, clearly you have a beautiful family. And is that really what inspired you to write such a positive and uplifting book? Do you want to tell us about it?
Well, I decided to write the book because I read a book one time that changed my life. Wow. And that book was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Yeah.
And so I felt that I've learned a few lessons and strategies in life over the years. Yeah. And I thought I'd like to share with my readers, and maybe I could help someone.
That's beautiful. How has the response been?
Very, very good. Yes, very good.
We had multiple people email us and reach out. They really wanted to get you on the show. So hello to everybody at home watching. He's doing incredibly. So you're still working at the age of 83. Clearly, you are aging gracefully, which is a lot of what you promote in the book itself. Do you want to tell us why that's important?
Well, I work because work gives me a purpose. Yeah. It gets my butt out of bed every morning. And I have a sense of community. I get to deal with infants and teenagers and middle-aged people and old people, and it's very, very good. And I don't retire because I personally don't really believe in retirement. Wow. I remember what Walter Cronkite said when he retired many years ago from CBS News. Yeah. He said that within 24 hours after he resigned, he regretted it. And he said that he regretted it ever since. Wow.
Well, that's a name we know very well in the broadcasting world, too. Mm-hmm. Incredible. Okay, so one of your chapters is titled, You're Never Wealthy Unless You Are Healthy. So health is wealth. We kind of hear that saying a lot. Do you want to go into that?
Well, no money in the world can buy good health.
Yep.
And I think that just says it all right there.
Yeah, it really does. So how does our thinking affect our health as well?
Negative thinking causes our brain to become toxic. If we think about negative things like fear and worry and anxiety and hate and things like that, it creates chemicals in our body which tend to cause disease. And
that's a perfect segue. He doesn't know I was planning on doing this, but when I was going through the chapters, I caught something on page 36 that caught my attention, and this is where you wrote, "The wolf you feed." So it's an elder Native American teaching his grandchildren about life. He says, a fight is going on inside of all of us. It's a terrible fight, and it's between 2 wolves. One wolf represents fear, anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other wolf inside of you stands for joy, peace, love, hope, sharing, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, friendship, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. How your life is led is dependent upon which wolf you feed. And I thought that was really wonderful to include. Do you want to go into that?
Well, I think that says it all right there, but it's certainly a wonderful little story.
Yeah. Yes. So, but the book is filled with things just like that. So why was that so important for you to really compile this incredible, work of art that has all of these positive, uplifting things to think about?
Well, I think that I just have to have a very much feeling of gratitude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you hoping for now that the book is out, it's released? How can we buy it?
The book is available at Amazon.com for $14.99, and yes.
He's like, pick up a copy. He's pretty humble now that he published a book. You know, your wife was telling me that one of your goals was to do something you've never done before, and this was it, huh?
Yes, this was a stretch for me.
Aww.
And I can tell you that my wife tells me that you've been writing about all this stuff, and now you better produce. So here we are.
Oh, well, thank goodness for her. We love those wives, don't we? Okay, before we let you go, though. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you going to say? We're good? I was going to say, you want to do more with your work than just pay your bills. You really put a big emphasis on that. So how do we make our work more enjoyable throughout our lives?
By doing our work with excellence.
Oh.
If we do our very, very best, we will feel good, and excellence, that's where it's at.
That's the whole point, huh?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on this morning.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course. It's been wonderful chatting with you, and thank you so much for the copy of the book. We'll be keeping this around because who doesn't want to become the person you were meant to be? It's a beautiful lineup of work here. So thank you again, Dr. Anderson.
Oh, thank you, John. Thank you very much.
Of course. All right, stick around, everybody. We have plenty more coming up right here on North Dakota Today after the break.